As usual, there's a lot happening, but this time the news will either make you super happy or very disappointed in some people. I'll be talking about the return of Mingi to ATEEZ, what gfriend's umji revealed, and how Kris Wu got exposed for his actions in China, and what his reaction to all the accusations and what will happen next. Without further ado, let's get into it, besties. I want to start the video with some positive news and something that made me extremely happy recently. ATEEZ Mingi is back. Yes, Mingi is currently returning from his hiatus that started in November 2020. The reason why he was taking a break was his diagnosis with psychological anxiety. Professionals advised him to take some time off to treat his condition as best as they could. When it was first announced, fans became immediately worried and sent him tons of love. Mingi is a total sweetheart, and I think it's impossible not to love him. On the 10th of July this year, there was a picture of Mingi posted on ATEEZ's official Twitter account, which was the first time in months that fans have seen him post anything. People consider this to be a sign of his return to the activities well, and they were right. The agency under which ATEEZ are signed revealed that the doctors agreed that Mingi is in good condition to get back to the group and that he's worked on his mental health in the past few months in order to get well as fast as possible. I really hope that Mingi is okay, and I really can't wait to see him on the screen again. So let's make sure to support him, guys. 17 members officially renewed their contracts with PREDATORY Entertainment. Fans of the group have been in fear for the last couple of weeks since it was time for the members to consider their future contracts. Many people were surprised that 17 actually signed with PREDATORY Entertainment again, but if they didn't, it would only bring big complications in pursuing their career. I'm sure a lot of people here know how severely mistreated 17 members have been under PREDATORY, but they kind of became the core of the company. People suspect that the agency's representatives offered the members very exclusive contracts, and all I can say is that they better, cause 17 really deserves it. Anyways, I cannot wait to see our boys bringing new music to us. gfriend as a group came to an end a few weeks ago, but the members of the band have taken it upon themselves to work on their solo careers. On the 18th of July, one of the members, umji, reacted to a question on her Instagram account. She was asked what she's been up to lately, and trust me, her response was absolutely precious. Umji started with, "What I can say is that I turned on the air conditioner and I've been doing well." Then she continued with saying, "Recently I've been facing so many things for the first time in my life, so I've had many thoughts and felt a little awkward fitting in. However, it's refreshing too. It's been like that lately. I believe I will soon settle down. Thus, you don't need to be worried. I'm learning so many things about life as a 24-year-old, so I'll remember me being 24. I'm sincerely happy for umji since it seems like she's trying to do what's best for her. It's so refreshing to see idols reacting to fan questions on Instagram and answering them with honesty. Also, can we take a moment to appreciate this set of umji's pictures? She looks absolutely stunning." Okay, I'm sure that we all love interesting idol stories, and especially when they're from the former idols or trainees who spill some tea about how the industry really works and what's happening behind the scenes. Christine Pak, who used to be a member of the group Lady, has her own YouTube channel where she revealed a crazy story which is low-key gross. In one of her videos, she was asked if the idols get to keep the clothes they wear on music videos. Christine replied saying that it all depends on how the idols got the clothes in the first place, whether the clothes were given to the company as a form of sponsorship or the agency purchased the pieces themselves. She revealed that if it was a sponsorship, then they're usually able to keep the clothes since they promote them in the form of an Instagram post or wearing them on TV. However, the situation changes if they were bought by the agency. Christine stated that the company often keeps the clothes in order to use them for other idols in the future. So if you sometimes see two idols from the same company wearing the same clothes, this might be the reason. Sometimes the company might just be like, just let the idols wear whatever you guys already have. She continued with her story and spilled that this goes also for shoes, jewelry, and other accessories. Christine said that she wasn't very comfortable with wearing these things, but she couldn't go against the stylists. What's more, she mentioned that the jewelry pieces are usually not cleaned and just stored right after the idols take them off. I mean, no surprise that she wasn't so keen on wearing unwashed jewelry, right? Christine said, "You don't really know who had the jewelry on first, and especially if you have sensitive skin, you might not know like who wore it before, if they cleaned the jewelry before. Did you guys know about this? Because I had no idea. Can entertainment companies please at least wash the clothes and jewelry before handing it to other idols, please?" And now to the most disturbing story that has been going around lately. Kris Wu, who is a former member of EXO, has been accused of terrible things. Not only terrible, but things that are utterly disgusting and wrong on too many levels. The first accusations came out a few weeks ago when a 19-year-old Chinese girl named Duo Meiju shared her experience with Kris to the media outlet Wang Yi. She said that Kris Wu allegedly used her and took advantage of her in, well, you know, in that way. Meiju has also shared that Kris did the same thing to 30 other girls. According to her words, he would pick up pretty girls in fan meetings and fan clubs and invite them to have a mini meeting with him. They were always told that there would be other girls in the mini-meeting, but as soon as they arrived at the hotel room, the only person there was Kris Wu. This disturbing story doesn't end here though. Meiju revealed that he would get the girls drunk and then proceed to use them. Other things that came out were that Kris got one girl pregnant and she had to undergo. Meiju said that he sent her 500,000 yuan to keep her mouth shut, but she sent half the money back and promised to send the rest too in smaller portions since her bank doesn't allow her to send such a big amount at once. These victims are ready to prove their statements, and they said that they have enough evidence to prove this. Meiju has also mentioned that inviting girls into the hotel room isn't the only strategy that Kris uses. He allegedly promises young ladies to become actresses or get into the entertainment industry, and after he meets them and uses them, he never fulfills his promise. I guess I don't have to tell you how extremely disgusted I am by this story. Some of these girls were also underage, and that's why the whole world is even more shocked by this news. After some time, Kris released an official statement in which he denied all the accusations. He stated, "I didn't respond previously because I didn't want to interfere with the progress of a legal process, but I didn't expect that my silence would lead to more intense attacks from those who were spreading rumors. I have reached my limit." He also concluded that he never offered a drink to Meiju and that there were many people at the party where they met. He strongly denies ever using illegal substances and giving them to underage girls. Kris reacted with, "If there has been such actions, please don't worry, I'll go to prison myself. I take legal responsibility for my words above." These statements are extremely serious, and I think that all of us can agree that this story is no joke. If you're interested to read the whole interview with Meiju, you can find it online. However, Kris's career seems totally destroyed, and allegedly there might be a private chat of Meiju and Kris's staff that's circulating the internet. In the messages, the accuser asked the management of Kris for $1.2 million if they want her to stay quiet. They rejected this offer and suggested 2 million yuan instead. Even Dansan, an ex-member of Shanghai 48, exposed Kris Wu after she shared their private text messages in which he asked her if she had her first time with a man already. Some people are being careful and don't want to jump to conclusions too fast. They try to compare this situation with Kim Ji-soo's accusations from earlier this year. He was also accused of non-consensual behavior, but only recently was that proven false. Many people demand that Kris Wu stay innocent until proven guilty by court. Since Kris is one of the most famous idols in China, this became a scandal that is discussed on a national level. You could actually say even international, because some well-known brands decided to drop Kris Wu as one of their ambassadors. It doesn't come as a surprise to anyone, but Kris had several exclusive brand deals. He was the face of Louis Vuitton, Bulgari, Porsche, Lancome, L'Oreal, and many more. Some of these brands decided to immediately terminate their contracts with Kris and don't want their image to be associated with his name. The Shanghai-based beauty brand Cons was the first to publicly say that they will no longer work with Kris, while Porsche, Master Kong Iced Tea, Vadi, and King Glory only decided to hide all of their social posts with Kris. What's extremely crazy is that out of nowhere, Park Ten-yeol started to trend on Weibo and is currently number 2 in the ranking. People accused Kris of paying for the name of his former co-member to trend in order to cover the mess that's been made. I know, this has been a total roller coaster. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, bye!